There we go. Welcome in to another weekly spirit boost and the last one of the year 2025. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you are not too crazy and stressed trying to get everything ready and set for the holidays, whatever holiday you set. Happy Hanukkah, which I believe is happening at the moment, as well as all of the other holidays. And when I was on here last week, I said, oh, wouldn't it be fun to kind of end the year with a group oracle card reading? So that is what I decided to do. And that is what we are going to do together. I am here with yet another Christmas mug. Are we loving him? This is Santa. I actually got him from Hallmark, I think last year. Saw him, loved him. He needed to come home with me. So I'm going to do the group reading for everybody, of course. But I just want to tell you something that I think might be beneficial for you because I've done it the past couple of years and it really, I think it sets the intention for the year without you even consciously being aware of it. And it works for kind of the when you look back. And that is picking a word for the new year, like your word, right? What word do you want to pick that's going to encompass you, how you're moving through the year, how you're feeling through the year, what you would like to accomplish, right? So some people pick love. 2 years ago when I first started, I was like peace. Like there was just so much upheaval and chaos going on in my life. I was like, peace is my word for the year. I just want to find more peace. And by the end of the year, when I looked back on it, I thought, oh my gosh, I actually achieved that. I actually did find more peace by the end of this year. And I started seeing kind of the dominoes and the synchronicities that led me to that. And again, it was just setting the year. It wasn't like I was actively or consciously striving for it on a daily basis. It was just, this was my intention for the year. And then I set that intention, and the universe brought me all of these opportunities to achieve it. So last year, my year was growth. I wanted to grow my business. I wanted to grow myself spiritually. I wanted to grow in all areas. And I definitely feel like I have accomplished that as well. So I haven't picked my word yet. I've been pondering different words, kind of sitting with it to see what really excites me. I'll let you know in January when I'm back, but I just want to throw that out to you. Like, just think of a word that you would want to put for 2026, and what would that word be? It can be, I chose peace, growth, love I had mentioned would be another one, momentum, uh, trying to think what are some words, passion might be a word for you, meaning that you're going to just follow things that you're passionate about this year. Yes could be a word if you tend to kind of get stuck in not doing things or holding yourself back or staying in your comfort zone. Maybe it's your year of yes. There's a whole book on that called The Year of Yes by Shonda Rhimes that I read years ago. So maybe yes is your word for the year, right? But pick, or maybe boundaries. Maybe boundaries is your word for the year because you tend to overgive, or you tend to take on other people's stuff, or knowing in your head that like boundaries are an issue for you, right? Even if they're energetic boundaries. So just a thought for you to kind of think, okay, what will be my year for 2026? What do I want to do? Again, I'm still kind of pondering my word for the year, but I will come up with it before the new year, and I will let you guys know in January what I decide. And then maybe you can let me know when we're back on here in January what you've kind of chosen as your word. But again, it's just about kind of setting the intention of it. And you don't have to necessarily do anything, throughout the year, about it at all, because I have not. I've just kind of known that this is my word. And then you figure by the end of the year, when you look back, you're like, wait a minute, I actually did that. The universe actually did bring me the opportunities to create that, right? The tools, the, opportunities, the signs, all of that. So, if you've already picked your word, let me know what it is, if this is something that you did. But I started doing it, like I said, just a couple of years ago, and it was fun. And it's just fun to see how it plays out by the end of the year, where you actually do see some of that happening. So, we are going to do the oracle card reading. What I want to do is, so we're literally at the, like, almost at the complete end of 2025, moving into the new year of 2026, which I think I said last week, was it? Or a couple weeks ago on here, I was telling you how numerology wise, it's a 1 year, a 1 universal year, which is all about new beginnings, all about fresh starts, which I love. So it's going to be a fun year, I feel like, you know, if we can embrace the changes that can be coming. I'm very excited for things that I am planning. So, but what I want to do with the oracle card reading is we're going to ask, and this doesn't matter whether you're on here live or you come across this later, you know, in December or even in January at some point, if you come across this live, and feel free to tag people who you think would like it or want to hear it as well, because anybody that it comes across, it's meant for. That's kind of the intention that I set with this. So the intention of this reading is asking the universe and our collective angels and guides, right? And loved ones who have passed on. What do we most need to know, understand, be aware of, or do to create maybe the word of the year or the things that we're desiring in 2026? What out of all of the advice that we could get for the entire, as we're moving into 2026, what would be the advice that we need to remember and take with us into that year to achieve the things that we want to achieve, to have the breakthroughs that we want to have more peace and more joy and more happiness and more love? So that is the question that I'm going to be asking the universe, and then I will pull the cards. And we have Wisdom of the Oracle cards by Colette Baron Reid that I'm using. So I will be quiet for, I don't know, 20 seconds or so while I shuffle. I always like to do it live when I'm in the energy with those of you who are on here, as those of you who will be watching later. So I'm just going to shuffle, and give me a few seconds to do that. Okay. Let me just cut the deck, and we'll see what comes through. Ooh. Okay. Okay. So the first card, I don't know what that is. Sorry. The first card that I got is the Yin card, but it is in the reversed, or what this deck calls the protection position. So the card is Yin, right? Oh, Yin, Yin, Yin. In the reverse position. So Yin, we hear of like yin and yang, right? Masculine and feminine. So yang is masculine, the energy of movement, of taking action, of full speed ahead, right? Yin is more about taking a step back and receiving, the art of allowing. Okay. But again, this is in the reverse position. So it has a singular message. Let's see what that is. Here we go. Okay, so the essential meaning of this card is the feminine principle of receptivity, letting someone else make the first move, gathering information, taking in cues, the art of conscious allowing. It is in the protection position. So let us see what that message is. Okay. Now remember, this is a message for you to take with you into 2026. If there's anything that you need to change, do, understand, pay attention to kind of really finally start moving forward, this is what the universe wants you to do. Okay? Do you have trouble receiving? You stop the flow of abundance when you continually insist upon being the giver. You can't always lead, always give, always teach. You must be the student, the open vessel, and the one who receives the gift, gesture, or offer in equal measure. Open up and let love, life, abundance, and spirit fill you without demand or expectation. Just receive the bounty that is yours. Okay. When I do one-on-one sessions with people, it doesn't matter what topic they come. It can be money, it can be relationships, it can be health, it can be something with their career. One of the areas that will often pop up for people, and I find this in the spiritual space, right? Because we are taught to give, even in the religious space, right? It's better to give than to receive. We have to give, and you shall receive, right? That's true. However, there needs to be a balance, right? There needs to be a balance, because here's the thing. When you're giving to others, they're giving you the chance of feeling that love and joy that giving brings, right? If you're not allowing that into you, if you're not allowing that receiving, you're denying that other person from having that experience too. That's first of all. Second of all, if you are only giving, and not allowing things to come in, you are depleting yourself. And third of all, if you are having trouble receiving, how in the world, the entire world and universe, are you going to manifest the things that you desire? If you are not allowing yourself to receive abundance, gifts, help from others, anything you can think of, if you are not allowing yourself to have that, how are you going to create the things that you desire? You're blocking your ability to receive, right? I've known people who literally, if you give them a gift, they give it away. They just can't do it, right? And it's like, but somebody, how do you feel when you give someone a gift? Like, I don't know about you, but for me, oh my God, like Christmas morning, yes, I'm excited about getting gifts. Who's not excited about getting gifts? But it brings me so much joy to watch people open up something that I am so excited about, the fact that I think they're going to love it. And I found it for them. And I just can't wait for them to love it and be excited about it and go use it or wear it or whatever. If someone gives that to you and then you give it away, you're kind of taking that away from them. Do you know what I mean? So what this card is saying to all of us is we need to work on receiving. Here's the cat. For those of you who are on YouTube and Facebook, you can see her tail. I think you can see more of her on Instagram. You need to work on receiving and allowing things to come to you. Again, whether that's asking for help, if you're somebody who's like a control freak and you never ask for help. Although I'm way better at that. I really am. I'm way better at that. Ask my husband, because I ask him to do stuff all the time. But if you're like that, this year you're going to ask for help. You are going to purposefully and intentionally not only ask for help, but if somebody offers it, you're going to take it. If somebody gives you a gift, you are going to take it and you are going to be happy about it. This cat is going to get hair in my lemon water. You are going to take it, you are going to receive it, you are going to be thankful for it. You are going to be grateful for it. In all aspects of your life this year, the universe is going to give you opportunities to receive, and you need to continually remind yourself that in order to create what you want, you need to work on receiving. And so you are going to take it. Somebody holds the door open for you, thank you. If somebody offers to give you a ride somewhere, absolutely. If somebody offers to help you clean your house, come on over. If somebody gives you a gift, if somebody offers to pay for your lunch, your job this year is to say yes and allow yourself to receive. Because in receiving the little things, you're opening yourself up. Callie, you're killing me. Her nails went right into my leg. You're opening yourself up to receive the bigger things. And the fact that this card came up in the reverse position to me means it's time to work on this. And if you have a heart chakra block around receiving, it is time to start working on clearing that block. There are so many different ways we can clear things, so many different energy techniques, so many different ways to purposely start working on it, asking for help in working through it. If you've taken my classes, if you know the pendulum class and you took that class, which is happening again, happens every July. If you didn't take it, you know how to test for limiting beliefs. Test, do I have a belief? It's better to give than to receive. It's not okay to receive. It's not safe to receive help. It's not, I shouldn't ask for help. Look for these things and clear them, because this is a block that the universe is asking us to look at through this card. Hopefully that makes sense to everyone. Okay. Here's the good news. If we can do this, if you guys can truly work on receiving, and by the way, that doesn't mean not to give. I'm not telling you to get stingy or to clamp down on your giving. I'm just telling you, don't give to the point of depletion. And on top of that, don't stop yourself from receiving. Don't block yourself from receiving. I want you to consciously take into 2026. I am going to receive. I am open to receive. Every day, wake up and say, I am open to receive all of the gifts and the love and the happiness and the joy and the surprises and the peace that is coming my way today. Universe, help me allow it in. Okay. If we can do that, we move into the second card, which is such a good card. Are you ready? The second card is Treasure Island. Treasure Island. Do you see the treasure chest in Treasure Island? Okay. Instagram. Do you see the treasure chest? Okay. Basically, what this is saying is that if we can open ourselves to receive, if we can remove this block to receiving, and you can even wear a pendant that opens your heart chakra, green, pink, it could be green tourmaline or green aventurine, jade. Those are money too, but or like rose quartz, pink tourmaline, rhodochrosite, all of those stones, right? To kind of open that heart chakra to receiving. If we can do that, we land on Treasure Island. Who doesn't want to land on Treasure Island? I don't know. But here is what the Treasure Island card says. Treasure Island. The law of attraction, bringing dreams into fruition. The results of positive thinking made manifest. Abundance appearing as if from nowhere. Financial gains and the sharing of good fortune. The oracle message is you've worked hard and acted upon your unwavering belief in abundance, and suddenly, in the midst of it all, you hit the jackpot. You have uncovered the map to buried treasure and tapped the unlimited potential within you. What you must hone now is your ability to recognize when X marks the spot, which you can easily hone when you ask the universe to help you recognize. Because some of these golden opportunities may be obvious, but others may be not so readily apparent. Trust your intuition to light your way now as you enter this truly prosperous phase where all the long, hard work navigating your inner life is now paying off externally. In all aspects of your life, at this time, you have good fortune. Don't forget to enjoy it and share it with others, as treasure shared multiplies like magic. So this is really talking about like doors swinging open for you, abundance flowing into you, opportunities coming to you. If we can master this receiving piece, this block around receiving, we can hit the jackpot in all areas of our life. It doesn't have to just be money and abundance. It's everything that we're trying to achieve, right? But let me read you so that's the overall message. I want to read you the relationship message. So for those of you who are working on either improving relationships or manifesting new relationships, here is the advice for that. Your relationship is a treasure, providing even more than you need. But you may not see that right now. No matter how long you've been together, you and your partner are always discovering hidden gems about yourselves. One moment. And each other. Now is a time of discovery. It's as if everything is in sync and everything is new again. You are assured that this partnership will bring you great gifts and valuable lessons. Keep your heart open. The message of this card is to celebrate love and what it teaches you. So this to me is also talking about breakthroughs in our relationships, right? Where maybe your relationship that you've been in takes a turn for the better. Maybe you renew your feelings for that person. Something happens that brings you closer together in some way. You learn new things about that person. You start fresh in some way. If you have a new relationship that is coming in, it's going to be based in love and discovery and joy. Again, you can't have that without allowing yourself to receive. Whether you're in a relationship already, where in that relationship are there disconnection, and where can that be traced back to you not asking for what you need, right? So receiving is not just gifts and help. It can also be you speaking up, throat chakra, asking for what you need so that you can balance the heart chakra, so that you can receive what you need. That could be another area, right, of a relationship if you're dealing with a relationship that you're already in. For a relationship that you're looking to manifest, again, if you are not open to receiving, and I keep going like this because that's very much a heart chakra thing. If you are not open to receiving, how are you going to manifest this amazing love, right? You're going to keep manifesting. If you don't feel like you're worthy or deserve to receive, if you feel like receiving is a bad thing, you are going to continue to manifest problem people who are not going to give you what you need, who are not going to give you what you are saying that you desire, because you don't feel you deserve it. You don't feel that you should receive, right? Big difference if we can tweak that block that it seems the universe is saying we need to work on. Okay. And we all need to work on it on some level. Even if you think like, well, no, I'm great in my relationship, or I'm great with money, I'm fine there. But my God, but my career, I'm not as fulfilled. That could be where the receiving block is coming in. Oftentimes I find when there's a big block around like receiving or deserving or speaking up for yourself or whatever, it trickles into all areas. But you could be experiencing it now just in one, right? Under prosperity, which I always feel is kind of like straddles career as well. It says, at this time, you can be confident that success is yours. Your ideas are all hitting the mark, and you're in a true manifestation period when you see evidence of the seeds of prosperity you planted in the past. The appearance of this card in a reading indicates that your dreams and aspirations align with concrete signs of prosperity in the world of form. This is a very auspicious and fortunate time for business. Creative projects will flourish and as inspiration strikes. Share your wealth with others too. Generosity and gratitude should lead you now. Again, it's talking about your work and money and allowing that all to come in. And if we can allow that to come in, it's like success is yours, right? The opportunities are going to come. The ideas are going to come. Whenever I ask the universe for help, I say to them, send me. And I say them because in the word universe, I include angels, guides, all my different higher helpers, loved ones that have passed on, etc. I say to them, please show me, bring me the signs, synchronicities, opportunities, ideas, resources, anything you can throw my way, and help me recognize it when it arrives. If you have trouble receiving, you say, and help me allow it in when it arrives. Help me accept it when it arrives. Help me take action on it when it arrives. It's going to come in. That's what this card is saying. Success, the ideas are going to come to you. The inspiration is going to come to you. The opportunities are going to come to you. The finances are going to come to you. Everything is going to come to you, right? It's 2026. It's numerology 1. It is a year of new beginnings, of fresh starts, of newness all around. We have to work on the receiving. Where are you blocked around receiving? You might go, oh God, yeah, that's me, Tammy. I'm an overgiver. I'm feeling what you're saying right now. I definitely give more than I take. You might be thinking, I wonder where this is affecting me. Do I feel, and again, that's about kind of honing in and testing if you know how your beliefs of it's better to give than receive. I don't deserve to receive. I don't deserve good things. I have some people that come and say, I don't deserve good things in my life. Or it's not okay to accept help from others. Right? There's so many different things that could be operating on our subconscious mind. Most of the time they come from like age 0 to like maybe 14, usually younger, usually 1 to like 8 is what I find, because we observe things when we're little from our parents. We take in their things, their actions help us show how we should act, right? And so if they are overgivers, we learn to overgive. If they don't do well at receiving things, and then we don't do well at receiving things, right? So think about your parents around receiving. What could you have taken on? This is really something you need to work on this year, according to the universe, so that you can let all of these good, amazing opportunities, ideas, etc. in, and really work on noticing and accepting and taking them in. And the reason this says X marks the spot, like you have to notice, hone your skills at knowing what is right, is really about being open to everything, right? So when I tell you when you're manifesting, you always have to say, I am creating X, Y, and Z, or something even better, right? Because sometimes the things that come in are not things that are immediately on our radar. Sometimes the things that come in scare the crap out of us, and we're like, oh no, I could never do that, right? But that's exactly what you need to do. So we need to be open to things. And the biggest way I find to hone your radar is when you see things repeating. When the universe is repeating something over and over and over and over again in your life, it is trying to tell you to head in that direction. So overall, the biggest thing that we can work on right now, moving into 2026, and that we can keep in our mind in 2026, is this: how can I open myself up more to receiving? How can I open myself up to balancing my give and take? How can I open myself up to allowing help? Where can I start asking for it? Number one, and allowing it when it is offered. That's the top tippity top thing that the universe is saying to work on this year. And if we can do that, we will start seeing things open up. And if you are using the higher help method that I talk about, where you are asking the universe for help and asking the universe to send you the signs and help you recognize them when they are arriving, that will help you in knowing when you need to take action on something, when something is important, when something is calling to you to follow, so that you can move forward toward the things that you're trying to create. I think that's such a good reading. I love that the universe, like, because when I do the reading, I always ask, like, what does everybody need to know? Understand, be aware of, do. What do they not know that if they did would make a difference? I learned that years ago from a reader that I went to in California that kind of posed the question similar to that. And I was like, oh, I love that. So the universe was like, oh, what do they not know? They have a block around receiving. That's what they need to work on. And if they can work on that, hey, Treasure Island. That's summing up the reading in a couple of sentences, basically. So let me see. I just want to look at some of the comments and questions if anybody has anything. So excited about it. I'm excited about it. I think it's an awesome reading because it pinpoints, like, here's what you need to do in order to get what you want. It's simple, it's easy, and here's what you need to follow. Let me see. Sandy says hello from Southwest Michigan. Oh my God, snowy Saskatchewan. We had snow here over the weekend. We had by me, we had like 6 inches of snow. Oh my gosh, it was a debacle too, because my husband's we have a long driveway, and there's like a plow Jeep that we have that has a plow on the end of it, because otherwise, like, we'll be stuck in the house for days. So Jeep ran out of gas right at the top of the hill. Like, it was a debacle over here with snow, and it was only 6 inches. I mean, we've had worse than that, but it was enough. It was enough to be annoying. Hello from the UK. Chris says, my word for 2026 is soulfulness. Every year I make a bracelet. Oh, from myintent.org. I've heard of that. With my word to keep it top of mind. I love that. I have heard of that, myintent.com. Or myintent.org, where you can get a bracelet with a word on it. Yes, I love that. Oh, I love soulfulness. That's an awesome word. Penny said her word is healthy. I love that too. You guys are giving me all these different ideas. I love that. Jin's 2222. I love the twos. I was choosing success. That's a great one as well. Let me see. Linda said recover. I like that also. Sandy said choosing a feeling of accomplishment. Oh, I love that too. Amazing. You guys have good words. Think of your word. If you don't have a word, use these as like an example. And see what you might think of. Somebody on Instagram said relax. Oh, I like that too. If you're somebody who tends to go, maybe your word is to relax. I'm going to relax more in 2026. I love that. Maybe it's joy. Maybe it's fun. Think about what you need. Penny said, I love the Oracle card deck. Yes, I pull from that deck every morning. I love this deck. There's so many different decks that I use and play around with. But when I do the group reading or in my one-on-one sessions, I always say until I have my own deck, I love this deck because I love the multiple meanings, and I love how it really kind of can hone in on things for people. Carol Lund says, good morning from Seattle. Good morning. Oh my gosh, we have people from all over. I love it. Jen said, usually the giving kind, not like to receive, but I'm open to receive now. Yes, I don't like to ask for help. There's so many different ways that receiving can come in as a block for us. Again, it could be deserving. It could be thinking that it's not okay. It could be it's better to give than to receive. It could be that, it's not okay to ask for help, right? Like maybe you grew up thinking, you need to learn to do it yourself. And it's like, we learn these things and they're good lessons, but if we take them in, they can start to turn on us sometimes, right? Oh, hi, Chris. She said, I've taken your pendulum class, loved it. Thank you. Yes, I'm doing it again in July, and I am working on an advanced pendulum class. So stay tuned for that as well, kind of like a level 2 for those who have taken my level 1. Carol said, thank you for letting the path receive. Kick the window open to accept abundance. Ditch the blocks, limiting beliefs. Yes, yes, yes. That is literally the advice that's coming through. And I trust the universe. Love to you. I'm an Oracle card reader too. Hi, Callie. Oh, what deck do you use? Do you use like one? Do you use multiple? I use so many. But this is my go-to, like for readings with, like groups and stuff like this, or like trying to, my one-on-one sessions and things like that. That's just like what I've been using for years and years. You can see how long I've been using this. I don't know when it came out. It came out years ago, but you can see how long I've been using it because look at the it's like peeling. It's like peeling. It's peeling on the back. It's just been with me. Hello from snowy Canada. I think New Jersey is maybe. Thank you for liking live. If you like this, if you like the Oracle card reading, if you enjoy my lives, please hit the like button and let me know. That's like the only way I really get feedback is through the like button and comments. Otherwise, I'm talking to myself into a camera. But anyway, I looked it up and they say we might get a dusting for Christmas Day, which is exciting because you always look for a white Christmas. Purple Boda Vista, love your name. I am currently in a 1 personal year and we're going into a 1 universal year. That is awesome. Oh, you have new beginnings and like new starts, fresh starts, change, excitement. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff coming for you because you have the universal energy working for you, and then you have your personal year working for you. So that is very, very cool. I love that. Yolandi Jax says, my word is growth. That was my word for this year. I love that you use a little tree emoji. That was my word for this year. I still am looking for more, obviously, next year, but I'm trying to hone in on a different word to really capture what it is that I'm looking to do. Yes, I'm excited about the advanced class because I've had there's so many ways to use a pendulum. I give you a lot in that first class, but there's more. So, Carolyn says, tears are flowing and my heart and throat chakras are radiating. Love that deck. Yes, it is such a good deck. My theme and intention for 2026 is to have an open heart. I love that also. And that's perfect for what this is telling you to do, because it's talking about receiving, which is about opening your heart. So the fact that is your theme and intention, this reading is really screaming to you to work on that this year. And if you can do that, that's where that Treasure Island comes in. Chris said, I love the wisdom of the Oracle deck too. I recently got the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck by Alana Fairchild. Oh, interesting. And enjoying playing with that. There's so many good decks out there that people can kind of use and play with and get answers from. So I always love hearing about all different ones, and I love discovering new ones and things like that. But I have a lot of them and I use a lot of them personally, but this is just the one that I go to for group things. And it just really, it's actually, I believe it's based loosely on like the tarot. And the tarot is so good. So it's almost like a gentler approach to it in a way. So I think I love it because I do love tarot as well. Claire says, "Hi Tammy and friends. I missed the oracle reading today. I'm in personal year 2. My word is declutter." Oh, I love declutter. Well, as soon as I'm off, you can watch the replay for the reading. But I love declutter. I'm in that mode also, honestly. Over the break, I always try to like declutter things so that when I come back, fresh in January, everything is like cleared and the energy is fresh and new. So I love that. Okay, so the recap here is that we are going to open ourselves to receiving in all areas of our life this year. And if we can focus on that over and above everything else this year, according to the universe in this reading, we will start seeing forward movement faster. We will start seeing ourselves move toward the things that we are trying to create with more ease and with more momentum. So that is the goal. That is the gist of the reading. You want to create all that you desire. You want the ideas, you want the opportunities, you want it to come in. Open yourself up to receive more. Where are you blocked around receiving? That's what we need to work on. So working on that, picking a word for the year if you haven't already picked one, and enjoying the last couple of weeks of the year before the new year. This is my last live because Christmas Day and New Year's Day happen to both fall on Thursdays. So I will not be live. And I'm going to be kind of in and out of the office, trying to just take some time myself. And so I will be back the first Thursday of January with you guys. In the meantime, I hope that this reading has helped you. I hope that you pick a word for the year before we hit the new year, which I am still working on. And I hope that you try to, through all of the crazy, busy holiday season and, the hecticness of it, find time for yourself and find time for yourself to do something that you enjoy and that brings you joy. I always tell you to do that as we're moving into the weekend, but I am telling you to do that because I won't be here for 2 weeks. For the remainder of the year, I want you to purposely wake up and say, what can I do that just brings joy to myself today? And it can be a 5-minute thing or it can be an hour-long thing. It doesn't matter. But I want you to just find something every day for the rest of this year that you can do for yourself to bring yourself joy, to raise your vibration, to align yourself with the things that you are trying to align yourself with. And so you're welcome, Linda. You have a Merry Christmas as well. Happy holidays to everyone. Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, happy holidays to all of the other holidays. And I am excited to be back here with you in 2026. So many fun things will be coming that I am excited about. So stay tuned for all of that. Have an amazing rest of 2025, a fantastic new year. And I will see you back here in 2026 for the beginning of our Numerology 1 New Beginning year. And I will see you all soon. Happy New Year. Happy holidays. Take care, everybody. See you in the new year.